I just stopped the car, got out of the car, and went, raped her and killed her. I raped her and I killed her. It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't a nice rape. I'm not a big serial killer, by the way. Eight people, that's nothing. I mean, there's a lot of other guys you can go see.
These are the words of a deranged man, Michael Ross, rapist, sadist, a murderer, and a serial killer who came to be known as the Roadside Strangler. In the early 1980s, Michael Ross terrorized Connecticut and New York, raping and brutally strangling 8 women. Executed in January of 2005, the crimes and trial of the Roadside Strangler would have passed into infamy, but recently, a federal judicial appointment has brought the 23-year-old case back into the headlines. The nomination of Robert Chatigny to the U.S. Court of Appeals of the Second Circuit. The Connecticut judge has been embroiled in controversy ever since his nomination and subsequent confirmation process by the Senate Judiciary Committee. Accused as lenient on child pornography and sexual predators, Judge Chatigny's personal and professional conduct toward Michael Ross has raised eyebrows among many in Washington, one of which is the well-known Washington insider Don Todd.
Chatigny thought this person never should have been convicted and fought to have him excused from the death penalty. Actually threatened his lawyer. When the serial killer said, "I don't want to appeal anymore. I will take my punishment and that will give some closure to the parents of these girls." Judge Chatigny did not agree with that. Michael Ross orders his attorney not to appeal any further. And the attorney, who is a public defender, is duty-bound to follow the wishes of his client. But Judge Chatigny didn't believe that. He told that lawyer, "If you don't appeal this, I'll have your law license." And there's a recording of that on a conference call. When he testified before Congress, he was asked why he felt this way, why he felt that sexual sadism was a mitigating factor in this fellow's crime.
Well, you said he never should have been sentenced to death because sexual sadism is clearly a mitigating factor, close quote.
A mitigating factor, a factor that should be taken into consideration and so that he could be given leniency. And Senator Sessions asked him, "Where did you come up with that? Where did you come up with the idea that sexual sadism is a mitigating factor?" And he could cite nothing.
Can you cite any authority in which sexual sadism has been defined as a mitigating factor?
No.
Well, I don't think there is any.
Instead of being a judge, he became an advocate for the serial killer. Judges are appointed not for life, but according to the Constitution, they're appointed for a period of good behavior. This is not good behavior. This judge should be impeached, not promoted.
The Senate Judiciary Committee moved Judge Chatigny forward in the process after Chairman Patrick Leahy from Vermont refused a request from Senator Dianne Feinstein to hold the vote for 7 days. While Senator Feinstein abstained from voting, Judge Chatigny was passed on to the full Senate with the votes of her 11 Democratic colleagues on the committee. These include Patrick J. Leahy, Chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Democrat, Vermont. Senators Herb Kohl, Democrat, Wisconsin. Russ Feingold, Democrat, Wisconsin. Arlen Specter, Democrat, Pennsylvania. Chuck Schumer, Democrat, New York. Dick Durbin, Democrat, Illinois. Benjamin Cardin, Democrat, Maryland. Sheldon Whitehouse, Democrat, Rhode Island. Amy Klobuchar, Democrat, Minnesota. Ted Kaufman, Democrat, Delaware. Al Franken, Democrat, Minnesota. Judge Chatigny is currently on the Senate calendar awaiting the votes of the full Senate. Call and tell your senators to vote no on Robert Chatigny. 202-224-3121. That's 202-224-3121.